Today's cooking sketch is all about Spain. We are gonna make a tapenade with some sardines and some Spanish olives, and we are gonna make a Spanish style mussel dish with some mussels and some chorizo and some serrano ham. We are gonna start with the Spanish tapenade first. I've got 85 grams of tinned sardines and I'm putting these in a blender, and I'm also putting the olive oil in which it is packed. Then 2 anchovies fillets, 1/2 of grilled capsicum or paprika. I got 10 pitted olives, Kalamata olives. I have 1 clove of garlic, and I have a teaspoon of chopped parsley and a teaspoon of chopped rosemary and a teaspoon of chopped thyme. They all go into the blender, and to this we add a tablespoon of olive oil. We close the blender and we put the blender on our kitchen robot and we start pulsing. And we keep on blending it until we have a paste-like consistency. We put the contents of the blender into a bowl. As you can see, it has a paste or spread-like consistency. We add about 1/4 of a finely chopped onion to the mixture, and we season it with a little salt and some freshly ground pepper. And last we add 1 finely chopped stalk of spring onion, and we serve the tapenade with some homemade crostinis, and with that we drink a nice glass of white Spanish wine. Bon appetit! And now for the Spanish mussels. For the Spanish mussels, I've chopped up 1 onion and 1 teaspoon of rosemary and 1 teaspoon of thyme and 2 garlic cloves. And here I have 2 tomatoes chopped up, seeds removed, and 10 olives sliced in half. And here I have 25 grams of sliced chorizo and 25 grams of sliced jamon serrano. And I've chopped up one bell pepper, one green bell pepper. Okay, I've heated up 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a little saucepan, and I start with frying up the onions. And then I'm adding the garlic and the herbs, the rosemary and thyme. And I let this sweat off a little. And once the onions and garlic with the herbs are sweated off a little, I add the 25 grams of sliced up chorizo and the 25 grams of sliced up jamon serrano. And the chorizo will of course release its fragrant paprika tasting oil. And next we add the sliced up green bell pepper. And next we add about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. And we add the sliced up tomatoes and olives. And then we season with a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. The olives are salty, the cured meats are salty, so the dish doesn't need any extra salt. We stir the black pepper in. And then we bring the heat right up and we add about 100 milliliters of wine. Just 100 milliliters of white wine. And remember, always make it a white wine you would love to drink. And then it's time to add the mussels. I'm adding 20 mussels. And we stir the mussels in. And then I'm putting the lid onto the pot so steam can develop, so the mussels can be steamed open. And after about 5 minutes, the mussels have steamed open, and then it's time to plate the dish. And please do not forget the lovely broth, Spanish mussels. Bon appetit.